we are jumping in in an idyllic, ordinary day, and an incident throws it on its head. Right? It's an abduction. It's some bad operators, some bad wizards have taken Papa Smurf, the evil alliance of wizards, and it's up to the Smurfs now to leave the safe confines of their Smurf village and rescue him. And along the way, they realize that there's a Smurf family secret, right? That reveals something about them that's much larger than their existence in Smurf Village. And explains why they went to Smurf Village, why Papa created that. And I'm a huge like backstories are big to me and origin stories and stuff that I thought I might have known that I don't know. That's what this movie is about. It's revealing about the Smurfs' place in the universe.
Tell us a little bit about your guys' characters' relationship to each other, because it does feel like they're both total opposites, but of the same coin. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, their brotherly relationship is solid, even though they ultimately have different philosophies in life, as it were. But it's blood, so when it comes down to it, they'll go to the mat for each other, even if they would read different pamphlets.
Yeah, it's the same blue DNA. They both are there to serve the community in different ways.
You've come from a background of doing stunts, you're superheroing. Now you're in the recording booth. What surprised you the most about voice acting that maybe you weren't prepared for?
Like how physical it gets. You like we're still moving around. Like I have so much fun getting to see what movements and what ways, you know, the body and the face and the whole everything gets you to, you know, make some funny noises and you know, gets your voice to certain places. That is something that I've definitely, just because of the nature of how simple voiced, I guess, some of the characters before that I've played have been, I didn't really get to tap into, but this was really cool in that regard.
That's really interesting. So like you're really exaggerating your face when you're doing this.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes we're in a funny situation and you find out that, like, you know, if you are, you know, hunching over and doing something else, that it gives you a better voice or something like that. Like it feels very you know, build your own in that way, choose your own adventure in that way.
There's so many voice actors in it, like some that are just legends in the world of voice acting, and there are some maybe that are just starting out. Do you have the same advice for each of them going into it? What is your approach to directing somebody in a recording booth?
It's really no different. You know, some like you said, you said some sort of legendary voice actors, some who have just done it, so they just know and they can tap into it and with ease, right? Those who don't have experience or as much experience, it's the same though. It's like the environment's the same. You know, find the character, find the voice. Animation allows you to do that in a booth, by the way, because it's not like being on a live action set where it's like, okay, we got 2 shots at this, 2 takes. We can do dozens, you know, and through that, you're getting what's on the script page because you feel confident about that, but you also leave room for an actor, experienced or not, to make their own discoveries and ad lib, you know, make it their own. And I love that part of the process. And I think everybody is game for that, you know. So that's the most important thing to me, is create an environment like that.
Mr. Goodman, you're a voice acting legend, and I've grown up listening to you and watching you. How do you know when you found a "this is so ridiculous, it may be genius" moment when you're in a recording booth?
It just it through trial and error and very, very good luck, and you have to be open to it. Just relax, and if it comes, it comes, and we're all the better for it.
When you're going into like an animated film like this, are you given just the script initially? Are you given concept art? Do you know kind of what you're jumping into on the screen, or is it all on the page?
That's a good question. It totally is like case by case. You know, sometimes you're blessed with, like, I've done stuff where I've gotten to dub for anime before. And in that case, they've got the animation, they got the voices. Your job is to interpret it in a new language, you know? That's one thing. on something like the Smurfs, we got to come in at the earliest stages before the animation. I'm sure they had some animation that they were, they knew they wanted to make the movie. I'm sure they already had some concept art, but definitely nothing, like we're seeing today. So we were getting to build that and imagine alongside a script that, also was kind of getting built along the way. So and then slowly but surely, of course, you get more animation, you get more cast members to kind of fill out the story and whatnot. Yeah, that's how it went on this one.
I was a little bit sad that I didn't get a single from both of you or any type of music, especially Nick when it comes to you with the saxophone and Mr. Goodman with your amazing performance with Randy Newman. If there were to be one, do you know what genre you guys might be working with?
Blues. It's befitting the decor.
That's right.
The color of the day.
That was probably too easy for you guys. Is there any updates that we can get about this animated Blue Beetle project?
Hey yo! The update is that I'm really excited about getting to see, with the Blue Beetle animated show, we're holding tight. I think all kind of hands were on deck to kind of help with the launch of this DCU, and now that we're kind of moving things along, we're able to head back to the kitchen and whip up some chilaquiles.
If Papa Smurf and Ken were to start a podcast, do you know if there would be a name that they would come up with off the spot, or do you have maybe a guest that were a real person, since there are a lot of moments where they're in the real world?
Smurf Brothers.
Smurf Brothers, smurfing out evil.
Smurfing with the brothers.
The word Smurf can mean just about anything.
Yes.
It could be a lifestyle, a verb, a noun.
Yeah.
But with that much leeway, that's dangerous. So how does one Smurf responsibly?
I don't know. You got to read the situation.
You have to make sure that you're always carrying a Smurf on you.
You are brought up with the values that your parents have smurfed in you.
Use it if it's appropriate. Don't ever overuse it.
If you're not carrying your Smurf on you, make sure you got one nearby somewhere in your house.
I look around and identify the work that needs doing and apply yourself to that, and that is how one, I think, can Smurf most charismatically.
Cheerfully and gleefully help.